Welcome back to the Football Heritage. We're back again with another edition. Oh my God, what have I just witnessed? Liverpool, they have been battered by Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Absolute disgrace. A disgraceful performance from Liverpool. Man City just battered Liverpool 4-0. A complete embarrassment. Liverpool, they were a complete embarrassment. They had nothing going on. They offered nothing on the pitch. And they were absolutely hammered. They were atrocious. They were terrible to watch. They are finished. This Liverpool team, I hope Slot stay at Liverpool Football Club. Because at the moment in time, I am loving it. I am loving Liverpool form. I don't want this to end. Because Liverpool losing is very pleasant. It is very good for me as a Manchester United fan. Because Liverpool, they are our biggest rival. So, I love to see Liverpool losing football games. And they were torn apart by Manchester City. There was no point in time in that game that you will say Liverpool, that they were in control. No point in time in that game. From start to finish, Man City just play with them like a Premier League team against a League 2 side. Liverpool Football Club today, they play like a League 2 team. That's how they play today. They were battered. They were so terrible today. Let's look at the goals that City scored. You know, at the beginning of the game, both teams, they were not really creating. The first few minutes or 20-25 minutes of that first half. And early on in that game, Mo Salah had a brilliant opportunity, but he was wasteful in front of goal. He couldn't take his opportunity. He was very wasteful in front of goal. And Hugo Ekitike also had another opportunity, but he shot way over the crossbar. And the first goal came in the 39 minutes. Both goals came, the first two goals came at the end of the first half. Virgil van Dijk, clear penalty. He brought down Nico O'Reilly. Virgil van Dijk, the guy who Liverpool fans claim that he is the greatest centre back in the history of the Premier League. For the past few years, he has been terrible. And this is a guy who Liverpool fans making an argument, say he's better than Rio Ferdinand. He's a better Premier League centre back than Nemanja Vidic, the only defender in the history of the Premier League that won Premier League Player of the Season twice. Nemanja Vidic, 2 times Premier League Player of the Year, 2008-2009 season and 2010-2011 season. Nemanja Vidic was the Premier League Player of the season, those 2 seasons. But yet, the audacity for Liverpool fans to make such claim that Virgil van Dijk is the greatest Premier League defender of all time. It baffles me whenever Liverpool fans try to put Virgil van Dijk on a pedestal that he is up there with the likes of Rio, Vidic, Terry. He's not. He's nowhere near those guys. And he has been terrible. And guess what? Early on, during the 90s, the early 2000s, when almost every team was playing 4-4-2. Two attacker. The two center back, they were going against two attacker. The time Rio, Vidic, and Terry, the time they were playing. Two attackers against two center back. At that time, it was difficult as a center defender to defend as compared to today, wherein every team play with only one number 9. Some teams don't even play with number 9. So the center back, they are very relaxed. And through all Van Dijk Liverpool career, he played against one striker. And whether it was Matip would be the one who will be marking the striker. Van Dijk will be at the back free. Now with Konate the one doing all the dirty work. Van Dijk is free. You cannot. He's nowhere near Ferdinand level. Nowhere near Vidic level. Nowhere near John Terry level. He is not at that level. There are Rio, Vidic, and Terry up there. Van Dijk below. Gave away a penalty. Erling Haaland 39 minutes slaughtered home into the back of the net to make it 1-0. And at that moment in time, you could only see one winner in the FA Cup game. You could only see one winner. From that point, right before City scored that first goal, Rodri started pulling the string in the middle of the park. He was dictating the play, very calm and cool in the middle of the park. Alongside Bernardo the magician, Bernardo the magician Silva. Bernardo Silva has turned to a central midfielder. Before he usually play on the side, number 10, but now he is playing alongside Rodri. And the guy is very, very comfortable in the middle of the park. So Silva, Bernardo, and Rodri, they dominated the entire Liverpool midfield. They couldn't get near them. They couldn't get near the Liverpool midfield. And the second goal came. A brilliant cross from Antoine Semenyo. What a cross. That cross from Semenyo, that's the kind of cross every number 9 dream of. That's the kind of ball every number 9 wants his winger to put in front of him. They call that, put it on the plate. That cross was a David Beckham-esque. David Beckham-esque. That's the kind of cross from Antoine Semenyo. He put it perfectly on the plate for the big man Erling Haaland to head the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0. That was a brilliant cross. Top-notch cross from Erling Haaland. Magnificent from Semenyo, That was a magnificent cross from Semenyo and a brilliant header from Erling Haaland into the back of the net to make it 2-0 at the stroke of halftime. At that point, there was no coming back for Liverpool. The way Liverpool were playing, they were disjointed. Nothing from the goalkeeper to the forward. Nothing. The entire team, the entire Liverpool team, all the players were terrible. Absolutely terrible. Even the half chances they had, particularly Mo Salah and Hugo Ekitike, they were wasteful. The entire team were terrible. And after the break, your team is down 2-0. What should you do as a coach? What a tactical adjustment as a coach. You either keep the score that way and try to get a goal back, then you are in the game. You, as a coach, when you are down 2-0 at halftime, you have to do a tactical switch. You have to do it to stay in the game. You have to do it to try and come into the game. But looking at the Liverpool coach, I don't know how on earth this guy won the Premier League title last season. Tactically, he is nowhere near. Watch that game. I watched that game from start to finish. There were no tactical adjustment from Arne Slot in that game. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. And Pep Guardiola was suspended for this game. So he was watching the game from the stand, talking on the phone, giving his number 2 all the order what to do. And they executed everything perfectly. And the Slot just stood on the touchline doing absolutely nothing. And after the break, City did not take their foot from on the gas. Right after the break, 5 minutes into the second half, just 5 minutes into the second half, a brilliant ball from Ryan Shawkey finding Antoine Semenyo, who delightfully finished straight into the back of the net to make it 3-0. The game was already over at halftime. But to rub salt in Liverpool wound, salt and pepper, to make salt and pepper and rub it in their wound. They were already wounded. Manchester City wounded Liverpool already in the first half. But the first 5 minutes in the second half, Manchester City decided to rub pepper and salt into Liverpool wound. When Antoine Semenyo scored that delightful goal to make it 3-0. And Liverpool Football Club, they just collapsed. All their players, they collapsed totally. And 2 minutes later, Man City scored again to make it 4-0. A poor throw from Joe Gomez. How you are doing a throw in deep into your own half, then you throw the ball directly to a City player. And Nico O'Reilly had a lot of space, and he just found Erling Haaland. And you know when Erling Haaland is on it, he is very, very clinical. This guy has struggled in front of goal this 2026. And Liverpool Football Club have made Erling Haaland to regain his form. And he finished well to make it 4-0 to City. Game done finish. At that point in time, Manchester City decided to take their foot off the gas. They take their foot off the gas. If City wanted today, they could have won that game by any score. 6-7, 8-0. They could have won by any score. But because they get a Premier League game against Chelsea next weekend, what did they do? They took Rodri off. They took Antoine Semenyo off. Jeremy Doku off. Ryan Cherky off. And Erling Haaland off. 5 important players. They took all of them off. Like Pep told Man City to keep the score that way. They didn't want to battle them in the West way. because they were battle. They were nowhere near City level in that game today. But to keep the score respectful, Pep Guardiola decided to take those 5 players off the pitch for it to be a respectful scoreline. A respectful 4-0 scoreline. Pep decided to take those guys off. And Salah had a penalty. He couldn't convert for 12 yards. This guy has been so bad this season. He has been so terrible this season. He has forgotten how to score goal. That's how terrible Mo Salah has been. Mo Salah has been so terrible. He has forgotten how to score goal. 12 yards. Convert for 12 yards. The brother cannot score from 12 yards. He's finished. It is so good. He has announced that he will be leaving Liverpool Football Club at the end of the season. And every Liverpool player that were on that pitch today, they should be embarrassed. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should refund the traveling fan their ticket money and every damn expense they make to make that trip. They should refund every fan, every penny each fan spent to go watch that game. They should refund those fans their money. Because I'm not a Liverpool fan. I love to see Liverpool suffer. But to tell the truth, to say the truth, Liverpool players, along with their coach, should refund those fans their money. Those fans didn't deserve that today. That performance today was atrocious. That performance today was awful. They should refund the fans their money. They didn't deserve that performance today. Every Liverpool player, you cannot name one player that was outstanding in that game today. Every one of them was terrible. And the manager, let me come to the manager. I don't think Arne Slot can turn it around. But if Liverpool bowl or whosoever that is making the decision at that football club, if he doesn't make the change tonight or tomorrow morning, if he doesn't sack Arne Slot today or tomorrow, Paris Saint-Germain will battle them. Paris Saint-Germain will demolish them in the Champions League. Because this team is terrible. Liverpool Football Club, this season, this team is terrible. There is no way Arne Slot can turn it around. It is beyond him. He has failed miserably. There is nothing. They need a new voice in the changing room. Sometimes, when nothing can no longer work at a football club, you just need a new voice in that changing room. That's the only way. But if they don't change it, they are remaining 7 Premier League games. Liverpool won't be able to win more than 4 of their remaining 7 Premier League games. They will now win more than 3 of their remaining 7 Premier League games. And they may not qualify for the Champions League. And that will be a catastrophe. That will be big. It will have a great impact on Liverpool Football Club because they're going to lose a lot of revenue if they fail to qualify for next season Champions League. This is a team that spent over £400 million on players. Hugo Ekitike, Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Milo Kerkers. That's 5 players they spent over 400 million on. 125 million pounds on Isak, about 150 million pounds on Wirtz. What for? That's like just those 2 players they spent about 200 between 240 to 250 million pounds on just Wirtz, Florian Wirtz, and Alexander Isak. But they lost Luis Diaz, one of the most important players, and they kept Gakpo. You kept Gakpo, and you sell Luis Diaz. Make that to make sense. And it's crucial now. If Liverpool Football Club don't sack Arne Slot tonight, if Liverpool Football Club fail to sack Arne Slot tonight, Liverpool Football Club, Paris Saint-Germain will disgrace Liverpool Football Club home and away in the Champions League. I can tell you that for sure. And Liverpool will not qualify for next season Champions League. They won't qualify. This team, having spent over 400 million pounds, where's the team? And they need to replace Mo Salah in the summer. Salah is leaving. They need to get rid of people like Gakpo. He's trash. I don't know how he made it professional. I wish he were born in Liberia. He would have never ever made it to professional football. He's trash. He's one of the worst players in the league. He's garbage. Cody Gakpo. Absolute garbage. They need to get rid of Cody Gakpo. The entire back line is terrible. If Liverpool want to compete again, Van Dijk, Konate, Frimpong, Milo Kerkers, the entire back four. That back four is a terrible back four. That back four will always concede a lot of goals. Because Van Dijk is done. He's finished. Finito. Finito, c'est fini. Away back. Van Dijk is done. He's done. He's finished. Ibrahima Konate says there were rumors around that he going to Real Madrid, that he will run his contract down at Liverpool to facilitate his move to Real Madrid. He has fallen off the cliff. He has been a basement since then. He has never recovered from that. And I don't think he will recover from it at Liverpool Football Club. I think he might recover. He might regain his form at different football club. But I can't see him doing it at Liverpool. That's how terrible Ibrahima Konate has been for the past 2 seasons. So they have to get rid of him. They have to buy 2 central defenders. And Frimpong is not a decent number 2. He's not. Frimpong play as a wing back for Bayern Leverkusen. A different style of play, different formation from Liverpool formation. And he excelled. He was magnificent in that formation. But play as a proper right back, he will get exposed every game. Every game. He's not. And Milo Kerkers at Bournemouth, myself, I used to like him at Bournemouth. I thought he was one of the best left back in the league when he was on Bournemouth because he was excellent. But again, the pressure at Bournemouth is different from the pressure at Liverpool as a big club. Some players, they know how to play for smaller club because there is no expectation. the pressure, no expectation. You lose, it's fine. You win, it's fine. Nothing. But when you go to a big club, there's a huge load on your shoulder. You have to always win. Even you draw, they're going to criticize you. And you have to be on it. You have to give 100% every game. You have to be on it. If you're not on it, you will get exposed. Because at a big club, you're not playing deep line to defend deep, where everybody is defending, no space in behind. But at a big club, almost every big team playing against a smaller team, they play high line. So every game there's an opportunity for you to get exposed. So you have to get that awareness that yes, there's huge space in behind. I gotta be on the alert that I may get exposed. So you have to be on it. You have to concentrate 100%. Your brain, you have to play the game with your brain, your physicality, everything. So this is why a lot of players, they fail at smaller club. Because mentally, they don't have that mental capability to make it at the highest level. They don't have it. They cannot handle the pressure at the highest level. They will fumble. They will collapse under pressure. Because the pressure at the big clubs, the pressure is huge. Because the big teams, they have a global fan base. And they expect you to always win. So a lot of players cannot handle the pressure. So I think this is what happened to Kirkers. Bournemouth, excellent. Zero pressure. He was excellent on Bournemouth. No pressure, zero pressure. Chilling. Win, lose, draw, nothing. But at Liverpool Football Club, you have to win. The pressure is there. The pressure is huge. They want to win the league title. They want to win the Champions League. Can you handle that pressure? Kirkers, can you handle that pressure? And this is why Kirkers is crumbling. He is crumbling under the pressure at Liverpool Football Club. His performances this season have been abysmal, terrible. He has been terrible, awful. He hasn't been good enough, so they have to change the entire backline. Then they have to replace people like Gakpo. They have to replace Salah. So, this coming summer, Liverpool, they have a huge job to do. So, in qualifying for the Champions League, you get at least £100 million just for qualifying for the Champions League. So, if they don't qualify for Champions League, they're going to lose a lot of money. And probably, they will lose some money from sponsorship. Because most of the sponsor, they're all the stuff on their jersey and other things. Most of those sponsors, there's a clause in it that you have to be in the Champions League. If you're not in the Champions League, you will lose certain percentage of what is being given you. You're going to lose certain percentage. They always insert it in there when they sign those contracts. It let the players. In a lot of player contract, the big teams. That if the team now qualify for Champions League, you're going to lose 25% or 20% of your salary. Yeah. Most big teams, they put in the player contract. Because we have to be in the Champions League. If you guys cannot make out to be in the Champions League, every year we stay away from the Champions League. The year we are not in the Champions League, you're going to lose 20 to 25% of your salary. So the same as the sponsor. If you don't go to the Champions League, your sponsor, all the sponsorship you have, the money going to drop. Then at the end of the day, you're going to lose a lot of resources. And when you lose a lot of resources, it will cripple you. Financially, you will be crippled. You will not be able to go into the transfer window to make the referral signing, all your target. You will not be able to sign all your target in the transfer window. Because missing the Champions League has huge implication. Missing Champions League football has huge implication. This is the problem that I face The past 2 seasons, they didn't qualify for the Champions League. They couldn't sign all their target because there's a law. You have to operate within your revenue. You cannot just sign a lot of players because you want to sign player. No. They want every club to be financially stable. Not just to sign player, then you go in debt. You don't ever to pay that debt. Then the club go into administration. This is why they have those rules in place. They don't want no club to go into administration. So they put the rules in play. You cannot spend what you can make. So you miss the Champions League, you cannot sign all your target. And this Liverpool team need at least 6 players next season. 6 starters. This team is done, it's finished, finito. And may Arne Slot stay longer at Liverpool Football Club because I am enjoying this as a Manchester United fan. I don't want Slot to leave. I want Slot to be in charge. He shouldn't leave. Let him be there. But if Liverpool Football Club want to do well, they want to qualify for next season Champions League, I think they should fire Slot. But I want them to give Slot a new 10-year contract. Put a contract on the table. Whatever Slot wants, let Slot sign it. That's me. That's what I want. Put a 10-year contract on the table. Let Slot put any number there. If you want £20 million a season, let him pull it there and sign a new 10-year contract. Because I'm loving this as a Manchester United fan. So, if you are not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. The link is in the description. And I'll see you again. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition. Peace.